BBC than even their own. We are mindful, we are more mindful of a story going on BBC than going on our own local, television, African television. We are mindful. If BBC puts up a story, we don't sleep. But if we expose it by our own, we sleep. Because we know nothing will be done. So I hope what we are doing here is to put up. Now I have read a lot from the book of Lamentations. Let me read some bit from the book of Acts. What do we need to do? One, we need to strengthen domestic governance. Let us demand open contracting. Minerals, we should get out the word deals. Mineral deals is only used in Africa. It's not used in China. It's not used in where? It's used in Africa. We sign deals. We don't sign contracts. What a shame. Let us mandate beneficial ownership registers to reveal who truly profits from these deals. And let us establish sovereign wealth funds with clear guidelines and independent oversight. And we already have examples, the Norwegian Sovereign Wealth Fund, which has invested in over 19,800 businesses across the globe. And I think now they say each Norwegian citizen, I don't know, someone can cross-check for me, but at least each Norwegian citizen owns around 40,000 euro through their fund. But for us, what we own is a debt. Each African is indebted. Even that child of yours who is still in a pamper is indebted. And the Norwegians are transparent. They say it is shown in the performance of their company, the Norwegian Wealth Fund, is shown in all trains. When trains are moving, each Norwegian sees our company is doing this and I'm owning this much. Why wouldn't they believe in their government? Two, we need Pan-African legal harmonization. We must stop negotiating alone. We are weak on the table. We must stop acting alone. We are so weak. We must have joint negotiation platforms. We must have technical teams of lawyers, geologists, economists, who serve not only one country, but the entire continent. That's why we have the AU. That's why we have these continental bodies. Otherwise, if they cannot serve that purpose, then we should do away with them. That's why we have the Pan-African Parliament. And we should demand from our national legislative assemblies to know what they are doing. Value addition and industrialization. We must process what we extract. Bauxite should become aluminium in Guinea. I was in Dubai, the Emirates Global Aluminium Group. Oh my. And you see how much money they are making. It's all from bauxite from Guinea. Why can't a plant be in Guinea? Why is it in Dubai? Cobalt should become batteries in Zambia. Why can't we have batteries made in Zambia? Oil should become petrochemicals in Nigeria and Angola. Every raw material we export, we're exporting jobs and we're exporting opportunities. I don't know whether my president told you about the case of coffee. He told you? Yeah. The global coffee industry was telling us is $465 billion. And out of that, coffee producing countries earn only $25 billion. Dealers and the rest, coffee producing countries, $25 billion, including Brazil, including Vietnam. Africa earns $3 billion US. Of course, with the current windfall, but me, I want to go with the average. Uganda, which is Africa's largest coffee exporter, because we are British, by colonization. Wherever the British went, they were encouraging tea. So we drink tea, we don't drink our coffee. So now, we've been earning $862 million. But now we've gone to around $1.3 billion. But look, someone who does not even know how a coffee tree looks, apart from looking at it from Getty Images on Google, okay, earns $440 billion. We, who make our hands dirty by growing the crop, earn only $25 billion. Why can't I shift to those countries? Well, that's where money is. People-centered resource governance. Our communities must benefit directly from the resources beneath their feet. Every mining license must carry with it a social contract of schools, hospitals, clean water, jobs. At least if you're stealing money from top, build a hospital here. Build a school here for the locals. For a new covenant, the African Charter on Economic and Resource Sovereignty, which I'm told is being drafted, but where I would propose 3 core pillars. That is, one is on self-restraint, that is protecting Africa from Africa, where all African states should ensure transparency in resource contracts, revenue flows, and ownership. And states should criminalize elite profiteering from national resources, and environmental and intergenerational sustainability should be binding principles in all extractive decisions. I believe that's very important for our charter. 2, we should have external protection, that is shielding Africa from exploitation. We need an African resource code which shall set minimum standards for all foreign investments in extractives. We need any foreign investor operating in multiple African countries to comply with a continental investment license framework, so that we do oversight over each other. These resources, Africa, we were one. So these people who came and divided us. So for you, don't go in Guinea and you say Uganda cannot. No, we should be learning and protecting each other and policing each other. As a continent, countries must police each other. That's what Europe has done. There are things you can't do within the European Union. They won't. Thank you, I can tell you. They won't allow you. Africa should reject any contract that violates collective standards on revenue sharing, local content, and environmental protection. 3, on proactive sovereignty, building a resource-based future. I believe in the Charter, all African states should prioritize value addition and industrial processing within the continent. 2, a good percentage, to me I believe even around 50% of oil revenues should be earmarked for infrastructure, education, and health. Because if we have infrastructure, we have healthy people, we have educated people, we can sort ourselves. 3, we should have joint regional projects, like pipelines, like how we are having the ECOP, like the refinery where our neighbors in the region, they are buying a stake in Uganda's oil refinery because we are doing a refinery that can supply the whole region. And mineral processing hubs should be co-owned and managed by neighboring states. So as I conclude, let me just look at the moment before us. Colleagues, we do not lack ideas. We don't. We don't lack ideas as a continent. We only lack alignment. We love operating in silos. We love one country when it's corrupt. The leaders of another country benefit from that corruption. I call you we exploited here locally.